Ah, Meerkat, so nice for you to finally join us. When was our last interaction with each other? Ah, yes. That's when I had you mind-controlled, wasn't it? Ah, yes, you remember now, don't you? At that point in time, I could have ended your life then and there. But I saw something in you, Meerkat. You're unlike any of the other slaves of Storm. You always go out of your way, Meerkat, to try and help save this world alongside Storm. You're much more brave than the others. I saw what you did above when fighting Sidero. You outsmarted the smartest henchman that I own. Thanks to you, Sidero has gone to recover somewhere in that huge mountain I made the others build. Great job they all did, don't you agree? I don't think Storm has told you this yet, but he must have told you about how he bravely defeated Sidero in the Nether. Well, he was correct. But ever since he travelled back in time and came back to the present day, Sidero had actually snuck himself into the time machine and was brought back to the future. That's what happens when you mess with timelines. You think it breaks down that timeline. Oh, no, it doesn't. It instead branches out that timeline and makes new stories. That world Storm went to on New Year's Day now has a different story that he had changed. You might be wondering, why I'm bringing this whole time travel situation into mind. Well, myself and Storm aren't actually from this world. We are from another timeline. The Storm I have imprisoned here still had lost the world he was in because of this person called the Doppelganger. When the world was destroyed, all that remained was me, him, and his dog in a brand new, empty world. He couldn't stop going on about wanting his world back, and I needed these slaves back to be on my side. So, I made a machine that brought us to this world. We entered a past version of the world that me and Storm are from, and I killed off the Storm and the Overlord you and the others all know about. My plan of world domination will slowly come into play. The timeline of this world will slowly crash onto this world, eventually causing this world you all live on to collapse and cease to exist from any timeline. And it's all because me and Storm are in this world that doesn't belong to any of us. This plan is perfect. If I keep me and Storm alive in this world for long enough until 2028, this timeline will collapse, and I can escape at the right moment to do the exact same to every other world over and over again until it all leads to doom. Now you know the truth of the future. I feel like it's time I ruin this timeline even more. Starting with killing you, Meerkat. I could kill everyone in this world and leave me and Storm alive in this world for it to all fall apart. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. I saw what you did to those henchmen, Meerkat. And trust me, they were pathetic the way they went out. All of them. Sidero is the only one decent enough to try and actually end this world with the snow covering it all. We could have made you freeze to death, but no, you had to be the hero. Wait, Misfit, what are you doing? Misfit, I didn't order you to move. Get back here now. Oh, wow. I see now. You really do have a soft spot for the world. Ever since you went to spy on Storm, you had seemed to prefer it there than here. Well, enough talking from me. If you want to join them, go ahead, but it'll only end in me killing you both. Bring it on. Impressive from the pair of you. But this is ending right here, right now. Say your final goodbyes to Storm.
Wait, what? Zoda! Zoda, please, you have to run away. You can't stay here. Zoda, and Misfit? Oh, okay, guys, just whatever you do, don't stay here. You need to run. Please.